Hey guys, welcome to another episode. We have moved to Echuca, or I should say we're actually staying the New South Wales side, Moama. So we're going to be here for about 8 nights. But on the way to Echuca, we saw a sign for Tongala that says it's got murals in the town. So we've come for a drive today to check out those. If you've been with us for a while now, you'll know that if there's any sort of artwork, murals or silo art, anything like that, got to go and look at it. So we're on our way there now.
G'day, we are Chris and Tracy. We made a life-changing decision, sold up everything in March 2022 to live in a caravan full-time, to travel and explore Australia. Come along and follow us as we live and share our dream.
I also had a question for you guys that if you could answer in the comments for me. The caravan park we're staying in at now has some interesting things in it, and it's probably the largest caravan park I've seen yet, maybe.
The one at Road was bigger.
That one was bigger, you think?
Yeah.
But anyway, it's really big. There's some interesting things there, but I'm not sure if you guys are actually interested in seeing that kind of footage. Is that boring for you? Are you interested in seeing places that we're staying at and the facilities they have and quirky bits and pieces, or we'll just leave that out and that's a bit boring? So yeah, let us know in the comments if that's something you're interested in or not. I don't want to add that sort of footage if that's not something you're interested in seeing. So anyway, when we get to Tongala and the murals, we shall show you. Until then. Alright, so we've arrived in Tongala, and it says that it has its history in murals. The first one we come to is right beside the tennis courts here, and it's a mural of spectators. So that is what it is there. So that is the first one. Apparently there's a few different ones, so we'll go and find the others. Okay, mural number 2 is along the main street here, and it's about milk being delivered to factory in cans, depicts the receival depot at lunchtime. A local night cart operator, Ray Gay, was often an unwelcome visitor. So it says, while the local iceman was delivering ice, 2 young boys threaded rope through the front wheels of his truck, effectively stopping the iceman from moving off. The young city wool classer came up from Melbourne for experience at Haycon Shed Shearing Shed. And another city bloke challenged a local lad to a race with his Flash MG sports car. No worries was the reply. Jack Poller, the local cop, organised working bees to dig out the Tongala swimming pool. Lads that misbehaved during the week formed an eager team, not wanting charges or laid all parents notified. And then the cattle sale, a big black bull jumped the fence and joined the crowd, causing utter confusion for a while. And the lad that had stolen too many dances with the girlfriend of the lad in the shadow of the doorway. So Shadow hitched the rival's horse on one side of the fence and cart on the other side. And the students travelled to Echuca for higher education. So all that's depicted. Oh yeah, there's the shadow guy and his carts and horses on one side to the other. There's the bull that decided to get out into the crowd. Here you go. Okay, this last picture about the students travelling to Echuca for higher education. The picture actually shows the boys who travelled in the front carriage of the old rail motor unhooked the girls' carriage at Echuca siding and left the girls stranded. Sounds like the town is full of bit of cheeky buggers, eh? So yeah, they've unhooked it there and off they go. So there's the boys digging out the swimming pools so they didn't have to get parents notified or get charges laid. The old race with the MG, shearing. There we go. It's one way to tell the town's history and showing some larrikins in town, isn't it? We'll find the next one. Alright, across the street to the other side. Hasn't got any explanations for these, but some artwork. Hopefully you can see. You're probably just seeing my shadow. See the hippo. There, girl looking at it. And we got a tiger. There we go. So across the road, looks like there's a monument or something for Vietnam, and I can see maybe some more murals down that street there, so we'll keep looking. So here we have a lovely memorial for the 3rd Cavalry Regiment Royal Australian Armoured Corps in Vietnam. Resolute tank there. It's a nice little memorial, and then we've got a statue down here. It's nice. Officially opened in 2011. There's a bit of information. So this one at the end here is dedicated to the Light Horsemen and their mounts. So that's lovely as well. And I believe there's another mural over here. So we'll have a look. So here we have another mural here. So it's regarding Alfred Deakin, who was our Prime Minister 3 times. There we go. So it's saying that Alfred Deakin played an important role in the Constitution for the proposed Federal of Australia, elected Prime Minister 3 times, 1903 to 1904, 05 to 08, and 1909 to 1910. And was in the first 10 years of Federation. Alfred was part of the team that chose the site for Canberra, Australia being Australia's capital. He also investigated irrigation in America, ultimately investigating irrigation in the Murray Valley, which has made this region sustainable and prosperous. He also introduced laws that improve conditions for workers in factories, including safety issues, safety guards in particular. Tongala, where we are now, was the centre of the Shire of Deakin, which was created in 1893, an area of 371 square miles and a population of 5,800 at the time. In 1994, the Shire of Deakin was abolished, along with the city of Echuca, town of Kyabram, Shire of Rochester, and other surrounding towns were merged into the newly created Shire of Campaspe. Campaspe? I think that's how you pronounce it. So, there you go. Okay, we're finding murals absolutely everywhere around town. So, here's another one. I believe this may be the RSL building. So, there's a tank there. Very well done. And across the road there was actually a memorial with a tank there, but there's another one over here that I've spotted. and I'll show you in a sec. So here's the next one depicting the Tongala railway station. Little one here. Oh, look at that. They came in their trainloads to celebrate 100 years of Tongala's rail link, but V-Line got 1 week there 1 week before without prior notice and demolished it in 1 day. Wow. Bad timing by V-Line. So a few locals got together and erected a wooden structure. Rossi painted a station on black plastic. The celebrations went ahead with Tongala's new Clayton station. Jeez. And we've got one just down here. Oh, we passed this on the way here. Might have to stop off and see the real one. The Down Under Dunny. Oh, it's a wishing well. Been at Falcon Hotel, yep. At one time was the site of an exciting proposed tourist attraction for the region, as the pub was to be turned into an upside down pub. Imagine standing on your head drinking beer. The Tongala Lions Club decided to support the proposal and constructed their upside down dunny. Oh, right. Okay. So you can get a photo with it. Right, so now I get why those things are at the top of the building. Yes, it is upside down. That is funny. Oh God, I don't know where to go. There's murals everywhere. Alright. Just on the home timber and hardware, we have more here. So looks like somebody's fishing. Oh look, somebody's trying to find the pot at the end of the rainbow with gold. That would be nice. We've got some very talented local artists. All you really need is faith, trust and a little bit of fairy dust. There we go. Very nice. Now there is more back there and across the road, and yes, so this will continue. Okay, across the road again. We're at the Tongala Hotel Motel here. We have another mural. So it might actually be the hotel there where they used to get their deliveries of alcohol. Across the road, what do we have? Construction of some sort. Farming. Motive power on the land. Okay, 8 or 2 stream tractors. Ploughing could also be undertaken by each tractor in turn pulling the plough. Pelicans. Mandela, however you say it. I love this one. The old swagman with bushies. That's nice. Oh look, wherever you look, there's another one across the road. Oh, that's on the RSL building as well. Here's another one, and that I had to double check. That is a painting. That is very realistic. And we've got the old rod made up beside it. That's fabulous. Alright, back up past the pub around the corner. There's more there. This is going to be a video just on murals in this town. Well, this is an interesting mural. It's called Pig and Lady Day. So it's when everyone used to dress up in their finest, come into town on a Monday, buy their pigs and produce. Pretty amazing artists. Very good. Find more. Just around the corner, some more. You are amazing. Yes, you are. There you go. Back again. Alright, found some more. Here we have the patty cake rhyme. Now we have, what do we have? Looks like maybe convicts coming to Australia, settling perhaps. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is depicting, well, up the end here, Edward Kerr, apparently, was sent by his father by ship to England to get education. On the way, they were followed by a pirate ship. Then, luckily, a big gust of wind came up and they were able to escape the pirate ship. Then it says his father in 1840 purchased a sheep station sight unseen and named it Wolf's Crag in Heathcote. In 1841, Edward was sent to manage the station. However, he was to find that the property was not what it was claimed. Grass for 2,100 sheep was very hard to find. Not long after, 6 bullocks wandered off. Edward got word the bullocks had been seen 80 miles away on the Goulburn River. It was here that Edward found both the cattle and good grazing land. After driving the sheep across the plains, he set up Tongala Station. Edward befriended the local Aboriginals and is renowned for his writings, used by many students of all ages to understand life at the time of European settlement, and in particular the natural vegetation and wildlife in the area, as well as Aboriginal lifestyle and customs. The copy of a letter sent to Edward by his father is ironical, as Edward's legend is in his writings today. His book, A Recollection of Squatting in Victoria, is available through the Shire of Campaspe. Here we go. It's a bit hard to see, there's some shadows. Ooh, get a bit closer. Here we go. Alright, and I've seen more across the road. Back in a minute. Okay, this mural, you have to see how many faces you can find of friends waiting for Grandpa to come out of the dunny. There we've got Tongala or Bust. This one's interesting. In 1982, Tongala celebrated the connection of sewerage and farewell to the old dinkum dunnies in town. A festival raised a huge donation for the Anti-Cancer Foundation, but raised publicity and nationally overseas. So activities included a longest dunny dash, 20 kilometres from Kyabram, children dressed as red-backed spiders. The plumber's handicap provided the spectacle of particular arrangements of pipes and fittings, a dunny cram of over 15 in the loo at the same time, performances by Dunny Can Band, all made for an enjoyable day. Men and women with dunny cans slung over their shoulders thundered down and over an obstacle course, and the Dunny Can race. This town is definitely full of larrikins. And we've got some more. There's some more on the church building. Beautiful. I'm getting me steps in today, that's for sure. Chris just keeps moving the car every time we see a new area with murals, so I'm not sure if we're done yet. We'll keep looking. Even the laundrette has murals or art on it. It's pretty cool. Okay, we cross the road. On the other side of the hardware, we have more. Hang on, I'll cross safely, I'll be back. So here we got the good old working dog or sheepdog. And farming practices. Okay. I have to zigzags every time I look in the other direction. There's another one across the road, just down a bit. Back in a sec. Okay, this one's pretty cool. Have a look at this. So it's called the Friendly Town Tongala. Yes, it is. But it won the 2022 Street Art Awards, the best street art trail. So we have some dairy farmers, camping, and canoeing, or kayaking, whatever you call it. Are they going full yubbies maybe? Museum. Huh. Fishing. Weir or dam, that's probably maybe Lake Hume, I'm not sure. That's pretty. Oh, there we go, photo opportunities, stick your head in there, kids. A little quail. Roosters. Interesting. Alright, so we've come back on the way back to Caravan Park in Moama to the upside down dunny that we were talking about in those murals earlier. So here's the sign, here's the upside down dunny. It's meant to be a wishing well apparently. I don't know. I don't know how that's a wishing well. There's no water. Anyway, I'm not sure if you're meant to open that or not. Oh yeah, there we go. Huh. Make a wish, put your coin in here and pull the chain. You won't see that coin again. Simply disappear to help someone in need. Ah, there you go. Put that back. And we have an upside down tank and cows and tractor. And the pub was meant to be upside down, but it is not. It's just a normal pub called the Eagle, I think it is. Anyway, thought we'd stop off and check it out while we're here. Okay, here we are at the caravan park, and it's just a quick little look at the cabins they've got here, or some of the cabins. It's a bit of a theme. Sort of like a old town setup. Barber. That's it. Here we are, just having a drive around the caravan park. So we've got, oh, it's a bit hard to see out there. We've got the Murray on three sides, but this one's a little like dam in the middle. Huge caravan park. You can also see where there was a lot of flood damage, and they've done a lot of clean-up work, that's for sure. But, yeah, you can see they had sandbags and everything here. Must have been high to get up there.
Oh.
But a lot of the places have been rebuilt or put up on stilts or taken away completely, like here.
They're all still damaged.
Yeah, they're all damaged there.
You see where they've bulldozed some of them taken away.
Yeah. So it must have been pretty horrific when I went through, but this part's really pretty. We're a bit overcast today, so we're looking a bit dreary in the footage, but not much we can do about that. So we had noticed that there was another rattle in the car that had started, and we were underneath the car the other day and trying to work out what was going on, and we have discovered the muffler needs replacing.
Center muffler's blown out.
Yeah, so we found a local guy here in Echuca that's going to fix it for us, or repair that bit tomorrow. So we'll get that done, so that'll be rid of one noise, and he's going to have a look to see if he can find where the other noise is coming from, because it's annoying us and we just can't find where it is. So yeah, that's a bit of an update, but
on the same token, it sounds a lot better when it's louder.
Yes, yeah, we've gone up a few decibels since the muffler's gone, so yeah. But anyway, like I said, we'll show you a little bit of footage. Like, this caravan park's absolutely massive, but again, I don't want to show too much if that's not something that interests you guys. So we just wanted to show, you know, like this place here, obviously they're putting it up higher, had them raised to try and, you can see water levels and that, where they'll try and prevent that kind of damage happening again. But certainly from what we could see that the damage had been, they've done a heck of a lot of work here to, you know, get it back up to, I mean, you can see the water levels on that fence there that it was up to, and you know, they've got it looking pretty good. Yeah, see there, the fence line there, it's got where the water was all the way up at one stage, which you just couldn't imagine that now. It's just crazy. But we'll
go down to the Murray now.
Yeah, we'll go down and have a look at the Murray, but the amount of work that they have done here is obviously pretty amazing, what a damage it would have been originally. But yeah, there's a lot of I'm assuming these are either permanent or the 180-day accommodation. So here's some new buildings that they've put here, that's obviously since the flood's been through, and we've got the Murray there.
The Murray goes, yeah, what, two sides?
Three sides.
Three sides. Yeah.
Three sides of this caravan
it's
park.
Like on a point, yeah. Plus you can, they have parking here for people who hire houseboats as well.
Yes. Would have been right in the Murray in the flood.
Yeah, would have been. We look back through my window, you see how high where the Murray is now, up over that levee bank.
Yep.
And it was still 4 foot high through the park.
Above that, yeah, exactly.
So that's probably about 12 feet or more.
Yeah.
From the present, and the Murray's up at the moment because it's broken the banks a little bit.
Mhm.
So.
There we go. we have the car repaired, well, the exhaust repaired, I should say. It sounds really quiet now. We're missing that V8 sound.
Don't miss the rattle.
Don't miss the rattle. Matt did such a good job that we can't hear it anymore. It's like, damn, it's quiet. But anyway, definitely if you are in Echuca and you need some upgrades or repairs on your exhaust, Matt did a fantastic job and very efficient, and he is very, very, very reasonably priced. We've seen on a few different forums of how much people have been charged to have repaired what we had repaired, and they were more than double what we paid with Matt. So yeah, dynamic exhaust and 4x4 in Echuca, highly recommend him. So yeah, not sponsored, just found Matt while we're here, and he did an excellent job. So
Cold call.
Yeah, cold
late
call.
Friday afternoon. I mean, very late Friday afternoon.
Yeah, and
So
yeah,
come back first thing Monday morning and in and out within an hour.
Yep. So yeah, no, very, very great service there, that's for sure. And I read a few of his reviews, and he has done that quite a few times, just fitted people in. So yeah, very good work. So now we've just got to get used to a car that's not so loud.
Yeah. Still got to get rid of the original rattle though.
Oh,
The squeak rattle.
yeah, Chris was looking while it was up in the hoist, and he thought you found it, didn't you? But
Yeah.
it's still rattling.
It's
So
still elusive.
don't know.
I'll track it down.
Eventually. All right, we'll see you whenever we see you, as usual. So we're out and about today. We're come down to the Port of Echuca to have a look around. There's a discovery centre here. Not sure if the paddle steamers are running today, but we'll have a look. So here's a look around. Right, that was dangerous. Went to a first shop, bought a magnet for our collection, bought some barley sugar, because that's hard to find, and bought some fudge. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, unfortunately they've cancelled the last paddle steamer trip today because they didn't get enough people apparently, so
It's midweek, so
yeah. And today's the last day we're here, unfortunately, so we missed out. Anyway, there's a free museum here, so we'll just have a quick look through the museum instead.
Famine or feast here. In summer, when the river is low, the wharf comes to a standstill with steamers and their cargo stuck all along the rivers, and blokes out of work without having two bob to rub together. Oh, and swarms of mozzies and diseases like scarlet fever and typhoid making the whole place wretched. In a really big dry, some steamers have been known to be stranded for more than a year. I tell you what, if it doesn't rain soon, I swear I'll... But when the rivers are in full flow, well, that's a different story. Steamers haul dirty great loads of wool and wheat from the stations and timber from the sawmills. Then this is put onto trains and sent down to Melbourne. On the return journey, the steamers carry everything from flour and tea and tobacco to cloth and fancy goods to supply the settlements and stations along the Murray, the Murrumbidgee and the Darling. Of course, all goods going through the port are charged customs duties, just for going from New South Wales to Victoria, or vice versa. The skippers and the goods agents screw.
So these are historic rudders. Rudder of the PS Canberra. Okay. That's a different type of collection. Rudder of the PS Adelaide. PS Hero. So that's what a paddle steamer rudder looks like. There you go. You see that the houseboats. There, oh, there's the Canberra there.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
1885 it was built.
1885, we'll probably get away from the trees there. You're not going to see it. There you go.
We'll walk down this way. They're redeveloping the wharf.
Yeah.
And the sawmill.
Oh, it is too. Imagine that saw going.
Up and down like a jigsaw.
Yeah.
Steam powered. The engine for it up here. There all the tools.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's working away still. Pretty cool.
They have a lot of energy built up behind that big wheel.
Yeah.
And they power the belts that run over the sawmill.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It powers up all the sawmill, turns everything.
Hmm. Sign down there that says 2016 flood level on that walkway. That's pretty high up. I don't know what the 2022-23 flood level was.
One was more routine. I know you seek excitement, but be thankful no one was hurt. I suppose you're right.
Here.
You're carrying dangerous work on the breakdown van.
Produce
You always need to be
wagon.
particularly careful. If ever I'm inclined to rush into something, I remind myself of the fateful accident that occurred when the bridge across the Murray was being constructed.
What happened?
It was a terrible tragedy. The men were working using cranes and huge heavy cylinders as a ram to drive the foundations for the bridge. Turns out they'd not properly secured one of the cylinders. They swung out and caused the crane to overbalance.
I thought that was a real guy sitting there with his dog. You know it. We've got things that go off everywhere. What's this? A bogey open wagon. Manufactured in 1923.
Well, it was our best trip ever. Who would have thought? 300 barrels of our finest merino wool ever to come out of this district.
So this paddle steamer here, Chris believes, is the one that was on the TV series All the Rivers Run. Tell us if you think that's actually correct. Or are you making up facts again?
I
You're
know
good at
one.
that.
I know one of them is.
We'll have to
pretty sure
Google
it. Was a
it.
tendency. Yeah.
We know what you're like with making up facts and figures.
Oh, well, I know it's true that one of the white boats up here, steamers up here was.
The wagon that's over the other side, we probably won't be able to see that unless I zoom in. That was underwater when we first got here, when we went for our drive over the other side.
Yeah.
So it has dropped.
It's come down about 4 feet.
Yeah. There you go. So the part that we're doing here all outside and the museum bit, that's all free. The bit that you got to pay for, I'm not sure what it was a wharf something on the other side that was paid, and obviously to go on the paddle steamers. So we're just doing the free bits.
I was right. See, it says here, all the rivers run. Ha! I get it right sometimes, at least 10% of the times anyway.
Well, there we go. You were right. It does happen occasionally.
Yes. Memory's not that bad.
Right, what do we got now? Oh, the school. Oh, yeah, it does too.
Probably left the pram here for the last cruise.
Right, yes, while they're going on a cruise. Yeah, well, there we go. That's it's interesting. It's a pity that we couldn't get onto a paddle steamer, but
yeah, last afternoon here
midweek.
Yeah.
We thought we'd try and do it, but
I'm going to try and do the sunset cruise, but yeah,
everything's cancelled, and I don't think the sun's coming out much today. So
getting close to summertime when the holidays on, I'd say this.
They'd be going all the time. Yeah.
It's amazing how many paddle steamers there are up here, though, of all different shapes and sizes. So.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Alexander Arthbothnot. Arthbothnot. Try and say that 3 times. Oh no, I can't do that. Me trying to look over the edge. Nope. There we go. I'm standing in the middle of 2 states. Victoria here, New South Wales this side. This is the state borderline. Arranged with Institution of Surveyors Australia. There you go. So we're standing in between 2 states.
Well, I'm in Victoria, you're in New South Wales.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's why you've got to have a New South Wales fishing licence.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if you're fishing on this side, New South Wales, because it's the border is Victoria's this side.
Yeah,
the
we can't quite reach the water where we are from Victoria.